What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists, and welcome to this episode of RPG Tools, Solo RPG, however you want to look at it. It's a series designed to look at solo role-playing and some of the tools we can use to make that endeavour easier for us and more enjoyable. Now, in this particular episode, I'm going to be looking at dice, and this is going to hopefully be the start of something possibly on a monthly basis, where I'm looking at random dice. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, well, duh, Pete, of course you use dice for role-playing, solo or otherwise. Well, yeah, of course you do. But those are the dice that come with the game or are designed for the game. The likes of Dungeons and Dragons, for instance, the polyhedral dice really stemmed from that game. So you can buy like starter sets for these games with appropriate dice with them. And it doesn't matter what system of dice the RPG you want to use uses for its game mechanism. You can use dice to help you with solo role-playing, and it struck me because I don't know if you're like me. If you're anything like me, then dice, you have a strong affiliation with them. I love dice. I just love holding the feel of them in my hand, rolling them on a table or in a dice tower or in a dice tray, whatever your bag, it doesn't matter. I just love dice. And I got to thinking, what about random dice? There must be thousands upon thousands, if not millions, of different dice types out there that you can get now that have come from all these games we enjoy and love so much. And yes, there are, because I did a little digging. And you can buy packs from various places of random dice, which is what I've done. Now, this is my second, as you can see here. I'm not opening it. This one comes from Cymbeline Games up in Essex. But I have also unwrapped one of these packs of dice. Now, let's switch to a better tabletop view. Okay, so this is our bag. It's our pound of dice. This is what I bought, is a pound of random dice. You can see them here. I haven't looked through them yet. But I thought there must be all different types of dice you can use to help you create random events or combat or whatever it might be within roleplaying. So I'm going to open this up now. And this bag it comes in is rather nice. The company I got them from say themselves, excuse me a moment. The company I got them from say themselves, they have no idea what sort of dice you're going to end up with. It's just a pound weighed out of random dice, you know, and it'll just be a surprise. So what I'm going to do is sort these into piles of usefulness. Now, of course, all your normal dice are useful for any game, but let's check. Look, I thought this was a normal D6. It has a symbol on one side. So the first thing I want to do, got some polyhedral dice in here as well, by the looks of it. Pop to one side all the dice that are definitely going to be used for role-playing. That can definitely be used for role-playing. So that, to me, would be the first thing to do. So, a D4. Now, look, picked up a D20, but it's got letters on it, not numbers. So, you know. So the ordinary polyhedral dice are going to be in a pile that are definite uses for role-playing, because I can use them in any role-playing game that uses said dice. And when we come to the different ones, so the pile of definite use, they're going to be in the next pile, which is most probably going to be used, and then maybe used, and then not used. And that's how I'm going to rank them. So the definite uses will, I assume, will have the higher amount in them. And some of these dice look like they come from like Yahtzee sets. It could be anything, really, couldn't it? Just checking. Oh, look, there's a symbol on that one there. Put that one back. So I'm just taking out all the dice that are just normal, ordinary dice. Either normal D6s or polyhedrals. And that's fine. Okay. As I suspected, that pile is going to grow. That pile is definitely going to grow, my friend. So this is what I'm intending to do, and I intend to do this, like I say, maybe once a month. And then with the dice that I definitely won't be using, I'm just going to give them away. You know, I'm going to be doing giveaways anyway. But I want to give away some of the Mini Warzone mugs as well that you can get. I want to do those for giveaways. And I thought it'd be just kind of fun just to fill them up with some random dice that I definitely won't be using. Aha, see, there's a D6. That's actually a D4. But there's no 1 on it. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So they've got some uses. Some of these dice are just weird and wonderful. Just looking for all the ordinary dice right now. That's all we're looking for. Once that's done, it's going to make life a lot easier. Excuse me. Polyhedral dice. I mean, you can buy story dice, like storytelling dice, which I was going to do in a video as well, because you know they are a great tool for role playing, obviously. But they're not cheap, okay? And I'm just thinking this is going to be probably a cheaper way of doing things. Not that I'm trying to cheap out, but you know, this is an alternative. Now we're getting close to our pile of definites to be done. We're getting close, I think. Some more polyhedrals and more ordinary dice. Wow, there's a dice here with 0s and 1 on it. Okay. Right, so that's our pile of yeah, definitely going to be using them, or I can definitely use them. Okay, that's good. But now let's look. I'm looking for dice that we can possibly use. There's a few of these. This strikes me as good. Look at this. Got an eagle, some arrows. It's like a face there. Element. Okay, so what about this then? A magic dice. What type of magic does the wizard cast? You know, an elemental spell, kinetic spell, movement, a flying spell, or an attacking spell, physical attacking spell. You know, something like that. You know, you roll your dice, and the wizard does that. You know, that's so cool. And there's a few of these. I've got a few of these dice. So these are. Oh yeah, I'm most likely going to be using them. Here's a D8 that's got pluses on it, bonuses and an eye. Well, yeah. For bonuses, you can do house rules, of course, for solo role playing, and that's going in a separate pile too. These strange dice here. This could be like these dice with the ones and the noughts and the ones here. These could be for, you know, you have a chance of getting a bonus. Do you? Like, can you? It's a green dice. So here's what I think. On just off the cuff. Can you heal yourself just using some herbs you find? No health gain. So if you rolled a 1, then you'd gain your 1. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be using that. Definitely going to be using that. Here's a dice with 2 blank sides, or 3 blank sides, a face and a spear. Not sure, but I'm going to be using that. Again, this strange dice, 1 to 4. Going to be using that. 4, 3, 4, 5. Yep, using that. That's a normal dice, so that's going to be used. Some more normal dice here. But can you see? Can you just see the sheer variety? Oops, moving the camera around here. Can you just see the sheer variety of the dice you have here? Look at it. Look at the possibilities. You can make some tables, letters. You could use it for name generation. So we're gonna incorporate that. Okay, so that's good. That's definite. Here's an unusual one. Okay, we've got a notepad and pen. We've got shaking hands. We've got an arrow, question mark, an ear, AIP. Yeah, I mean I don't know what for yet, but that's definitely going to be a possible use. And these ordinary polyhedral dice can be utilized. This is another sort of attacking, I don't know. I think it might be a boat and a paddle. Running. That could be a dodge. Dodge. You hit the target. You hit the target and he's not defended. He blocks you with a shield. Or he blocks you with his weapon. Yeah. See, that's the kind of thing I'm looking at here. And let's get rid of that one. Oh no. Keep going back to that one. That's a strange symbol. It's going to be used. I don't know what for. But these here with strange symbols on the 6, I'm not sure about. Unsure of these. I mean, yes, they possibly can be used, but less sure than these. These are definitely, these two piles will definitely get used. Of course they will. Oh, look at D12. You don't get many uses for D12s. Depends what games you play. I play a lot of Call of Cthulhu, which doesn't use a D12. I wish it did. Now these. This is like 1 to 5 because there's a blank here, or like 0 to 5. These can all be used. Now this has got some strange symbols on it. Look at it. I've no idea at the moment, but oh yeah, we can use that. And this is what I'm going to be. But these, which has like a foreign language on it, I'm not going to use these. These are definite no-nos. So they're going in the no-no pile. No-no pile. So this is what I will do, and I'll do this every month. And then my no-no pile will just get raffled off, not raffled off, but given away rather. Just fill a mug with them. So I'm going to get one of these every month, I think. This is a strange one. 1 to 3. Some strange symbols. Yep, we'll think of a use for that. And this looks intriguing too. Look at these symbols here. Targeting. Arrow. Ooh. Think of something for that. This is the spell casting one I said about just now, or possible spell casting one. D12. I can go in the definites. Another foreign one. Not sure about that. But you get the idea. So I'm going to come back once this is all done. Okay, so here we are, our piles. Definite uses, definitely going to use those. Most likely going to use those. They'll need some work. Maybe use those, but probably not. And we'll see how that goes. Definitely won't. Definitely won't. So I'll just definitely won't. So there we are. So definites, yep. Most likely, just got to work out a few details. Maybe. No. So those, no. So that is great. So I'm going to, mix these back together again and wait until I open the next pack. So hopefully you can see how they can be used. Well, I hope you got something out of that, and I hope it gave you some ideas. So for, like I say, these symbols you get, like for these, that can be utilized for spell casting. You've got dice with letters on that could be used for name generation. There's some funny symbols on here, which could be the type of item you find in the room, maybe that kind of thing. There's numbers here that go up in segments of 8 up to 64, like bit computers. You've got times, multiplications, you've got divisions, and you've got all sorts there. So you've got anything from creating a name to what type of spell does someone cast, to does your attack, what type of attack are they doing? Are they going for your body, head, whatever? Do they hit you? Can you heal any damage? Can you get a bonus? There's all sorts there. So hopefully you can see there how some of those can be used. Well, thanks ever so much for joining me on this episode. If you like, please click the like button. If you dislike, click the dislike button, because either way it helps me, and it helps YouTube and the YouTube algorithm. And it really does help me in a big way. The more interaction I get, the better. If you want to support me on Patreon, check out my Patreon campaign. There's a link in the video description below, or on my home page. So loads of ways you can do it, and you gain access to exclusive videos if you do that. So more to come. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Remember, all brushes lead to war, and bye for now. Bye bye.